Hi everybody, it's Willow here from Willow Mystical. Okay, so today I have been working on creating some sigils, and there's two methods that I use, and I thought I would just jump on here and share a little bit of this with you. Now, this is the way I create my sigils. I do not believe there's any wrong way in doing them, so I just thought I'd share a little bit of how I create mine with you. So the first method I like to use is called the clock method, and as you can see, I literally drew the face of a clock. And then I wrote down the numbers from 1 to 12, and then I wrote the alphabet out underneath the numbers. And you can see over here where I have been laying these out a little bit to use them as a demonstration. This one here we're going to get to talk about. This is the one I've had the most problems with. These two are not exactly new, as I use these on, I use these. This one tweaked a lot. This one stays pretty the same all the time. So let's get into how I create these. I'm going to set this over here. And the first one I'm going to do is my name. And my name is Willow. Now what some people do is they cross out the vowels. Well, if I cross out the vowels, and then they cross out any repeating letters, if I do that, then the value of my name is 0, and there is no sigil, and I don't think I want to use a 0 as a sigil. So let's write it again, and what I'm going to do here is I am going to keep the vowels, but I am going to cross out the second repeating letter. So I will keep the W and the I, and I'll keep the first L, I'll cross out the second. I will keep the O, but I'll cross out the second W. So the letters I'll be working with is W-I-L-O. And these would equal to the numbers of 11 for the W, 9 for the I, 12 for an L, and a 3 for the O. So if we did a clock, 12, 6, 9, 3, and we'll just put dots for the others, it would look like this. I would start at 11 and I would go to 9, and then I would go to 12, and I put a 0. 0 is, oh, is 3. I'm sorry, this should be a 3. And then I would go over to 3. Let's do this again. 12, 6, 9, 3. So it would be from 11, I would go from 11 to 9, then from 9 to 12, then from 12 to 3. So more or less, this is what I look like. Now I did tweak this a little bit. I got looking at it, and if I try to tweak it, I came up a little bit like this. And then I got thinking. I created my own set of runes many years ago, and I came up with this symbol, which represents the word self in my runes. So looking at this and thinking of this, they became pretty similar. So I turned this on its side, and then it became to look like this. And I thought it is so close to the word self in my Willow runes that I'm going to go ahead and tweak it to represent self. So this represents Willow, and if anyone's ever received anything from me written down, such as a letter, a note, or a card, underneath it, they will see this. That is the sigil that represents myself. And now the next one I wanted to share with you is when we moved into our new home, I wanted protection of my home. So the way I did this is I wrote it out. Protection of my home. So what am I really saying here? What I'm really saying here is protection of home. So I shorten it down. I didn't have to put the word my in there because of course it's my home. So I went through, and what I did here is, because this is so long, I went through and I did take out all the vowels. So the O and the E, I, O, 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 and E. Then I went through and I had P, R, T, C, repeating T, took it out, F, and then I had H, and I had M. And I thought, okay, so what represents my home? See, protect. I hear a P and a T. Of, I hear the F. Home, I hear the H. I don't think I want to repeat with the M. So I have P, and then I thought, how can I incorporate the T, then the F, and then the H. So then it got me thinking, and this is what I came up with. This is the P, the T, the F, and then the H. So when I really write it out, so when we went through and we paint our walls and, and I laid down my little rugs and stuff, I went underneath, and when you paint, you can put it right on the wall in the paint that you're painting, and you can just paint right over it. Underneath the rug, what you can do is when you're mopping the floors, you can take the mop and mop that into it, and then the sigil's there. The sigil's there. If it vanishes, it doesn't matter. It's already there, and there's your intention. And the intention is protection of home. Now, the next one I wanted to do, which this is the one that I had a little bit of problem with, and it was, I will be successful in business, because as you know, I just opened that new shop last weekend. So what is this saying? I will be successful in business. So the intention here is business success. So I took and I shortened that to business success. And then I went through and of course I tried to take out all of the vowels. And that left me with just a few letters. It left me with B, S, and C. And I could not create anything with that, as you can see here. So then I went through and I done the repeating, and that left me with B-U-S-I-N-E-C. And when I wrote it out, the letters, so it left me with B-U-S-I-N-E-C. And when I wrote it out on the clock method, what I came up with was 2979253. Now if I'd done that on a clock, it would go from 2 to 9 to 7 to 9 to 2 to 5 to 3. So literally would look like this, okay, or like that. I was not having that. I just did not care for that at all. So I looked at this again, and then I decided to go through and I was going to take out any repeaters. So I have the 2979253. 2929. So I'll keep this 2, I'll lose this 2. I'll keep this 9, I'll lose this 9. Okay, so now we've got 29753. Let's try it again. So we have 12, 6, 9, 3, and it's 29753. So now it will look like, no, I'm not happy with that either. Then I got thinking about it, and then I tried taking the letters and doing different things with it, and I was coming up with stuff like this, and I just could not find, or BS, I just could not find anything that really suited me. When I got looking at it, I decided I like this. I like just the numbers 29753 for my sigil. 29753. And I can write it anywhere. I can write it underneath the counter of where I keep my cash register. 29753. So this is what I like, and I could put it anywhere. And basically, no one else may understand what it stands for, but I know exactly what it means. It means I will be successful in business. So I came up 29753. Okay, so let's say we want to do another. So those are the ones I was working on. So let's say we want to do another. Let's say for one for my dog Tyson. I just want to do one for his name, Tyson, Tyson, and we call him Ty. So let's do the 12693. What are his numbers? Okay, so his numbers are T is 8, Y is 1, S is 7, O is 3, and N is 2. So what I would get is I would get 8, 1, 7, 3, 2. So it would look like that. Well, you know what? I think what I'm going to do here is I am just going to go with, I'm going to lose this in here. So this, I don't care much for that. And so for Ty, it's like a lightning bolt. I like that. So for Ty, it will be a lightning bolt. Now I can dress this up a little bit. Say I want to make it look like a lightning bolt, and I want to dress it up for him. Because he's a little ratchet, and he has no problems with little dogs, but a bigger dog comes around and he tries to herd them. He tries to herd every dog back like if they're cattle. Took him to the dog park once, and all the big dogs that were there, he tried to herd them back into the corner of the dog park. So yeah, I can do something like that for him. That's cool. I can mess around with that some more, but you get the idea. And then I can also take it like that. When mine is like this, my little dog can be like this. And I think I like that too. That's probably the one I'll use. So in the bottom of his cage, what I'll go and do the next time I clean it and anoint it and everything, I think with the oil, I am going to just put that in there for the love of Ty. There you go. I have showed you now some of the ways that you can, create your own sigil. I think the clock method, like we did for mine, is a good way of doing it. I think taking the letters of the home and, taking the letters of your intention is also a good way. Just using the numbers itself, something that you can remember, is also a good way. And then if you just totally want to create a symbol altogether, like for strength, that's strength in the Willow runes. So, however you want to do it, just create yourself some magical symbols. That is exactly what sigils are. They are magic symbols that keeps feeding energy into the intention for which you created that sigil for. Thank you for joining me. If you would, please give me a thumbs up and like my video. Share if you will. Comment below. Subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell so you'll get you'll be notified whenever new videos come out. Thank you for joining me. Please stay forever magical and blessed be.